I am an unintentional hypocrite. I am making carnivore friendly Cinnabons today. A savage snack, I know. I've been a carnivore for about 8 to 9 months to heal my lifelong eczema, and I usually avoid treats like this like the plague. But I've started a series called Savage Snacks, and I have been craving Cinnabons. Like, if you've been watching me for any period of time, you know I'm always talking about Cinnabon. So why not make a carnivore friendly version? If you don't know me, my name is Victoria, and I make carnivore and eczema related content. And to be honest, it has been one of the most fulfilling diets I've ever had. Now, eating meat only, I don't tend to get bored of it, but I know other people do, and that's where these savage snacks can come in handy. But guys, please be wise, because these snacks are savage. They can taste good. If you haven't watched my video on carnivore donuts, I made steak and butter gals carnivore donuts. You'll want to eat the whole pack. And if you eat the whole pack, your waistline will go from this to something else. So please proceed with caution. So here's the ingredients of what's in these yummy Cinnabons. First thing is you're going to need 3 large eggs, 4 ounces of cream cheese softened, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, half a cup of shredded mozzarella cheese or a soft mild cheese. This was odd to me. We're putting mozzarella in a Cinnabon. I don't know, man. For the filling, you're gonna need 2 to 3 teaspoons of butter, 2 to 3 tablespoons, of beef tallow, or you could just use extra butter. Optional, but to me, obviously you need to use this. Cinnamon, okay? But if you are a carnivore police, if you are in the carnivore purist category, just don't make them. Just watch the video and comment, right? 1 to 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, a pinch of salt, and in my personal opinion, as a baker, vanilla extract it should not be extracted from this. It needs to be added to this recipe. Let's start. So we're gonna make the dough. Before I start that, I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees. So we did that. It says in a blender or bowl, mix eggs, cream cheese, melted butter, shredded cheese, and salt, and blend it until smooth. So I'm gonna use my blender so that everything gets incorporated perfectly. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to add your butter, then you're gonna add your eggs to the blender along with a pinch of salt, and your cream cheese, and of course the mozzarella cheese. You're gonna blend it until it's a nice consistent texture. I didn't want to overblend, because when it comes to eggs, you never want to overblend because you want your dough to be soft. Then you're gonna pop that in the oven on 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. Before you do that, you're gonna pour that onto your baking sheet. Line your baking sheet first with wax paper, and then go ahead and pour that mixture on there. I kind of went like this and moved it around a little bit, and then I popped it in the oven for 10 minutes. While that is baking, we are going to make our filling. Now there's a few ways you can do this. Initially, I thought if you want to be like a carnivore, dirty carnivore, you could always buy the Splenda version of brown sugar. And then this is why you read your labels, guys. This is not just Splenda, it's a mix of sweetener and brown sugar. I am so disappointed. I actually thought somehow they created a brown sugar Splenda, which is probably not even good for you, let's just be honest. But anyway, always read your labels. So I'm not gonna be using this, but my filling is just going to strictly be cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla, and I'm gonna mix mine with butter and beef tallow with a sprinkle of salt. So first thing I'm gonna start with is my cinnamon, because what is Cinnabons without cinnamon? The recipe's you don't have to put this in. Okay, then what are you making, egg rolls? So the recipe doesn't actually tell you how much cinnamon to put, so I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. That's a lot, I know. I can feel the carnivore police girl, I'm not gonna eat a lot of this. Oh, it smells divine, but guys, what's a Cinnabon without cinnamon? Come on, let me get a spoon. So here we go, 2 spoonfuls, we're generous. 1, 2, yeah, ooh, it's gonna be extra cinnamony. And then 2 tablespoons of beef tallow. I feel like that's a really good addition. I'm not actually gonna melt my beef tallow because I want the mixture to be kind of thicker. So I'm not gonna melt it, but I will melt a bit of my butter. Ew. Here, so I have like 2 tablespoons, or this is like a quarter of a cup of melted butter that I'm gonna pour into, this is gonna be my filling. So we've got the beef tallow that's not melted, we got the cinnamon, and then we have the butter. See it here. And I'm gonna stir this rigorously until it kind of makes like a paste, you know? Because I don't want it to be too liquidy. I want it to be like a spread, so you can just spread it. Now, if you're not super strict, this would be an opportunity. This could be your moment to put some Splenda in here if you really wanted to put like, or monk fruit. This could be your moment. I'm just gonna do this. But this is making the perfect cinnamon consistency for Cinnabon. Ooh, looks really pretty. And I'm also gonna add, because I'm a vanilla addict, just a little tiny bit of vanilla extract. Like literally, can't even see it, but it's like a drop. Just to sort of, just in case that beef tallow has like a beefy flavor. No, thank you. I don't want that. Can you guys tell that I'm a baker as well? I am very specific. All right, so that's what you want. You want it to make a little paste like that, and that will be your filling. Now for the part of the Cinnabon that we all love is that cream cheese frosting. So I've got about half a cup of frosting left here. I think that'll be good. I'm also gonna add about a tablespoon of melted butter, some vanilla extract, and if you have just a squeeze of a lemon, or you can use a tiniest amount of lemon extract. I'm just gonna go with the real lemon because that's what I have here today. I just think it takes a little bit of edge off of the cream cheese. Literally, guys, a drop. Lemon is very powerful. You don't have to put a whole lot. Like, relax, hold my hand. I understand it's not perfectly carnivore, but this is carnivore friendly. You're gonna be okay. Once again, if you are doing carnivore to heal some sort of health issue or inflammation markers, this might not, Savage Snacks is not where you live. Just watch the Savage Snacks. Just watch my series. I'm making a whole series, and if there's something savagely good that you want me to make and turn into a carnivore version, comment down below and I'll be happy to see if dear Chef Chat and my own imagination can come up with a recipe for you. But if you're just kind of, you know, moderately healthy, you're doing carnivore because it makes you feel good, but you feel okay, maybe you can make this. Maybe. Ultimately, I've been a carnivore for like 8-9 months. I don't eat these things on a regular basis, and I do not recommend you do. If you're struggling with weight gain, these are savage, okay? They're filled with dairy, not wise. But if you're trying to lose weight, I don't recommend these. However, if you feel like you're about to jump off the bandwagon of carnivore because you just need a Cinnabon, maybe it's time to try these. Here we go. We're gonna combine our cream cheese, a little bit of vanilla. I'm sorry, but not sorry. A squeeze of a lemon, just a splash. Nobody's gonna know, just a splash. No one's gonna even know. Let me just show you guys how much, just a whoop. Look at that, come on. If that is gonna cause you issues, I don't know, guys. And a little bit of melted butter. Oh yes, and I can't forget, just 1 spoonful of monk fruit, okay? This is 1/8 of a cup. I'm not gonna use 1/8. I'm using a 16th of a cup, not even. Yes, let's just say 6, guys, a spoonful. That means that my dough is ready. I'm kind of nervous. All right, so the dough, interesting. We're gonna continue, we're just gonna make our little frosting. Stir it all till combined so it's a nice kind of smooth consistency, because what is a Cinnabon without a drizzle? Let your dough cool for like 15-20 minutes. Because I'm a little bit impatient, I'm just gonna put mine in the fridge to cool, and so we can get this show on the road. But look at that. All right, when I made my carnivore donuts, I made this with a frosting, so I already know this is gonna be delicious. Like, these are the things that just make these savage snacks all the more savage. I don't know what it is about cream cheese frosting, but it gets me every single time. So I put the dough in the fridge to cool, and I have my little dish that I'm gonna make thin in. They say this makes 6 to 8 rolls, and it seems like they're really small. So because I wanna get that like Cinnabon looking effect, like I decided to make it small, tightly squeezed. And what we're gonna do is we're going to take them out and we're going to spread our delicious cinnamony spread over them. And then we're gonna slowly roll it into our rolls, like sushi style. We're gonna cut our rolls and we're gonna put them inside this beautiful dish here. I don't even know, this dish might be a bit too small. And then we're gonna pop them back in the oven for another 5 minutes. When you take them out, that is when you will cover them with the lovely frosting, and we're gonna live our life. Chef Chat says that you should serve warm for the best texture and Cinnabon feel. So we're gonna eat them warm. I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about it. Also, just to note, you can, inside your frosting, you can add whipping cream, but I realized that my whipping cream wasn't very good, like it's gone off, so I didn't put any. So you don't have to. I feel like if you use vanilla, it'll like water it down a bit, but I'm sure with the whipping cream, it'll make it just a little bit more creamy, but you don't have to do it, okay? While those are in the oven for 5 minutes, let's make a cup of coffee. I'm going to use my favorite coffee beans. These are Sumatra Indonesian beans. So good. I think this is actually my favorite bean. I have the DeLonghi Specialista coffee machine. If that means anything to you. Gotta empty my casing, just 1 second. All right, I'm back. So yeah, fun fact about me, I love coffee. It's Starbucks up in this place. Better than Starbucks. I call it V's Cafe. Oop, helps to turn on my machine. So, gonna freshly grind my beans. It's loud. I'm making myself a double shot latte. I take my little tamper here and just press it down, medium temp, or pressure, sorry. Yeah. Stick it in. Fun fact about me, whenever I have a friend, you know, people ask for magnets, keychains, I ask for mugs. So this is from Honduras. I have a whole collection of mugs from different places all around the world. And I'm making an Americano. And I can tell in 3 seconds, the Cinnabons are gonna be ready. All right, the Americano is done. Or for my latte, I use 100% organic milk in my lattes. And I'm going to make some like foam for a little cafe art. Hopefully it'll work out well for the camera. I don't normally do this on film, but we'll see how this works out. We've got our foam here, and I like to just give it a tap like that to get rid of all the bubbles. You want your foam to actually look like wet paint. Mine is looking a little bit too foamy today because I'm trying to do too many things at once, but we'll see. And hopefully your coffee, you can't see it, but has like a nice crema at the top. So you start high, 2, 3, and today, maybe I'll just make a heart for you guys. Let's see. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, guys. Well, let's see if I can MacGyver it. My foam was just a little too foamy, but maybe you can see a little heart to eat with our Cinnabon. All right, moment of truth here. I have my Cinnabon and I've got my coffee. Let's do a little sip of coffee. Cheers. Thank you, Lord. Let's see how this tastes. They smell great. Oh, that first, like, it's got, the texture is down. That's how it looks. Here's the first bite. Wow. This is actually, wow, so tasty. Savage. The dough is actually quite nice. It definitely resembles the texture of Cinnabon. I would say the filling is like delicious. I expected nothing less. It's got that melt in your mouth appeal. Yeah, these are something special. Houston, we got a problem. No, this is savage. I will 100% make these again. Oh my gosh. Chef chat, good job. Recipe down below. Comment down below. Are you gonna make these? Will you make them? Thank you guys so much. I'm a mess. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, eat meat, drink water, and maybe make a few savage snacks. Until next time. And now to clean up all this mess, guys. This is the part of YouTube that I'm not a fan of.